Hello and welcome back to Card Spotlight. This week I'm taking a look at the cheeky blue creature Luduan, and if he collects from an opponent's world you gain additional blue cards at a 2 cost reduction. Now this card must be respected by your opponent. If he is left to his own devices, he will outvalue your opponent by giving you additional resources to use against them. If you'd like to find out more information about this card, be sure to check out the article that goes with this video in the description below. So let's get into a match with this Casino Blue list and see what happens, because anything can happen with this type of deck. Has a lot of variance due to the Spell Wheels and the Luduans, so I'll see if I can just snowball and cheese my opponent out of a win. Alright, so we're going to go up against Umbi here, and this is beautiful. Playing second, have Prophet the Tides. Got my Frogify back, unfortunately. But yeah, this is a nice hand to set up a cheeky Luduan. But there is a mountain. That's not good. There's a lot of red on the ladder at the moment, which makes this deck a little weaker. I've really opened myself up to Flame Burst, but I'm just going to do it because if he doesn't have Flame Burst, I get to collect straight away. We both have the new orb from the world bosses. If you haven't played the world bosses yet, be sure to check them out, and you can get yourself this orb. And we get more world bosses in the future, you'll be able to unlock gems, fill these slots up. And this is red yellow burn, but no flame burst. That's good. Let's get some value. 2 Frogifys. These will be handy later, no doubt, but not something I want right now. What did we get? A Windfall. That's not too bad, actually. I'm gaining 4 Faeria, and if this collects another turn, maybe I'll pick up like a Beirut or something. That'd be really good. I put Outland Ranger in this list to extend the life of Luduan, so it's more likely for him to survive. That's pretty good too. I'll take it. We'll just set up the Lancer here. With a mobility trick like Shifting Tides, I might be able to clear out this brute if he pushes down. Well, even if he pushes down, I can double neutral Frogify and clear it, which I think I'm pretty fine with at this point. He may have... Oh, he's invested Gift of Steel as well. So I'm assuming he has training into the Orb Pit. Oh, see, huge swing. If he clears this, I'm in a better position. Nope, he's just gonna kill me. Alright, what's Luduan gonna give us? That's actually not bad. Let's see what Spell Wheel gives us. Another Spell Wheel? Sure. What? Why ever? Is it a party for wardens today? Did I miss something? I feel like I might as well use it, to be honest. Keep this alive. I mean, why not? I have it. I might as well. Double Spell Wheel into Spell Wheel. More Wardens. Hit a Warden off the Luduan as well. I really like this card, by the way, especially in Pandora. I feel it's really strong. But now we're in Scourge Flame range. It's not bad. That gives us some interesting options. I'm probably just going to have to go for try and set up lethal now, to be honest. I don't really have the luxury of just getting value off the Luduan. Right, this creates a blocker, which is really nice. So I have lethal next turn. This is really good. It forces an answer. I have a blocker as well, so he has to build land here. He collects, he plays, he hits. Cypher. I guess I'm dead off double ciphers. If I'm not dead, I get to win with the Snowstorm Lancer. So let's see if he has double ciphers. It's a very specific win condition there. Well played. Oh. And there we have it. So there's a win. That was a pretty quick match. So let's do another game. And like I said, this deck can snowball quite hard. A lot of the spell wheels and stuff really helped me out. But ultimately, the Snowstorm Lancer and the Frogify were the key winning cards, and just having that additional mobility. But we'll play another match and see how I do in that game. Second game is going against Shady from Metagaming TV. If you haven't heard of Metagaming TV, be sure to check them out over on twitch.tv/metagamingtv. Very cool organization that have Faeria streamers. You may know Scream and Scorch. They've been a part of the scene for a very long time, but Shady is one of the newer members. So yeah, be sure to check them out, guys. See what Shady's playing. I'm gonna go for an Outland Ranger this time instead of going for the Luduan. I don't have the mobility. If I picked up the mobility like I did before, definitely would have considered Luduan. But this gives us an early collector, and it allows me to be more flexible with this campfire later. I might have to campfire this if I see a mountain or a desert. But if I don't, I can keep a hold of this and make my Luduan more durable, or just use it in combination with the Snowstorm Lancer to make him a lot more powerful. Looks like we're going down the opposite side here. Doesn't want to challenge me. Well, that works just fine for me, in all honesty. I might just double neutral again. I don't know. If I lake here, I move, I collect. Then I have to lake here and wait to lake here. And then I have all my lakes. But do I want all my lakes in this region? Having one lake here is probably not too bad. And then I can start pushing out to the right. If I pick up a Shifting Tide, so Luduan becomes a little better. If I lake, it gives me a bit of flexibility to set up defenses with Snowstorm Lancer. So let's take the lake. Kind of hoping this is mono green rather than cracked fawn. Spoke too soon. Spoke way too soon. Alright. What do I want to do? I'm going to set up Luduan now. I'm going to give him a campfire. Now we're going to move Outland Ranger back, because Luduan's going to double collect for us. Then I can go double neutral, take a lake here, and that sets up our Colossus for the future. Ground Shaker Flame Burst would be really sad. No, Luduan's going to collect. Yeah. Feels good, guys. That's what I like to see. Let's just do this first. That's pretty good. I like it. We'll put the Lancer here. Lancer can kill Ground Shaker. And if this collects for another turn, I might pick up something good like a mobility trick. A bit of land movement, Sunken Tower, Shifting Tides, Prophet. They'll all be very helpful. And if I get the lake here, this doesn't get double neutral across or wood elementaled. This Colossus becomes very dangerous, especially with creation. If I can get a bit more cost reduction. Actually, I feel like 6 is enough. I was thinking get a bit more cost reduction, get more value, but I'm paying 3 Faeria to get a 1 cost Colossus. That's going to be really strong. Even as an additional aggressive creature, or as a defensive creature against this 5/6. No, the Horsemaster, Luduan! I'll avenge you, don't worry. Still, I feel like Luduan's done his job. I got this creation, which is really powerful. I really like that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get aggressive. This might get removed. I doubt it, but I'm gonna creation it now anyway. Nightshade has to deal with two. He knows he has to deal with 2 Colossus. I could win this race. He hasn't got Crackthorn yet. He's 2 turns away from it. So we may see a defensive line come here just to try and fend off the the Colossus. But if this doesn't get removed, this is very dangerous. This is very good at clearing a defender in this position. You know, I was a little worried about this deck when I made it. I did do some testing on my stream, but then I had to think about it and figured, how can I make it better? And I took one of Cappuccino's alt lists from a few months ago. I had a look at it. I said, what did Cappuccino do here? And I took some elements from it, and then I added Colossus, I added Shifting Tides, I added Snowstorm Lancer. So I added a bit more event synergy, and I added the Colossus as a win condition. And it actually feels pretty good. I'm surprised. Now, Blue Jump has been such a big deal in the metagame over the last few months. Since it's nerfed now, players are kind of steering away from Blue Jump, or they're trying new variations. But this actually feels pretty nice. I wonder if it can become competitive. I guess that's a big question. Will people play this competitively? And because it's relatively new, like I haven't really shown this list around too much, it might be quite hard to determine what's in this list exactly, you know. Another Prophet, not that interesting, unfortunately. Unless I pulled an event, that's when it becomes a bit more interesting. I do want to take a draw. I don't really have that luxury. Right, time to set up lethal. So I'm expecting Crackthorn to come down. It might just slide into this position to be a defender, and then we could have some aggressive pushes from the ground shakers. But I do have an out in Shifting Tides if that does happen, which is really good, because it allows me to Shifting Tide the Crackthorn out the way, build my own land, and set up lethal. And just goes to show how powerful Luduan can be. Much like Spellworld, but the cost reduction's quite relevant as well, you know. I got to play that creation very cheaply. And there is no... oh wow, so there is no Crackthorn. This is probably just another ground shaker. That's really sad. 2 ground shakers? No, 3 ground shakers, sorry. That's super unfortunate. So I want Frogify, but instead I get Luduan. That's okay. I can work with that. So we're going to go for the orb there. We're going to then profit. Don't mind profit in here just to apply more pressure. This land out the way. Make it harder for him to finish me off. And then we'll set up a Luduan. And maybe Luduan can give... Oh, actually, that was a misplay from me. I needed to play profit here. Luduan's not going to collect from this spot. The profit is. So maybe Luduan wasn't even worth it. Battletoads could have been a bit better there. So a slight misplay from me, actually. We'll see how big it is. But it depends if this Colossus can be cleared or not. I'm a bit disappointed I did that. That is a Flame Burst. So free Ground Shakers, the Flame Burst, the Cypher's Wrath, all the answers, unfortunately. But Luduan does get to collect. I'm not sure how big of a deal it's going to be, but we'll see. You never know. Wavecrafter. Not going to be enough. We're going to need a Frogify at this point. No way I can stop it, unfortunately. Didn't pick up the Frogify. Would have Battletoads been better there? Probably not. I had one Campfire. So one of the Battletoads would have got Cypher's Wrath anyway. So that was a little unfortunate. I don't feel like the deck lost because of the deck there. I feel like I lost because my opponent had all the answers. Free Ground Shakers, Horsemaster when it was needed, Teleport when it was needed, the Flame Burst to go along with the Horsemaster clear on my last Colossus. So everything just lined up perfectly. But I feel this deck's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to play a bit more after this episode of Card Spotlight, and I recommend you guys give it a go. So I'm just going to give him the well played, and we'll just drop the surrender. That wraps up this episode of Card Spotlight. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you caused some chaos on the ladder with Luduan. He's a little devil, you know, collecting those cards for you. You've seen how much of an impact they can have, and how much relevance he can have on a match if he's left unchecked. And your opponent must respect them. They must deal with them somehow. And if they don't, you're just going to rack up the value and gain some additional resources. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not that good. But blue cards are really good. That's the thing. That's why Spell Wheel's so powerful. Blue have such a strong arsenal of cards. Most of the time, you'll find something you can use. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate the support greatly. And if you haven't already, check out the hub where you can find guides, decks and articles from myself and the community. Be sure to check out the article linked in the description if you haven't. It gives you some insight into Luduan, why he's powerful. And I also have an image that shows you how the collection order works. So if you didn't know about that, that's some good knowledge to gain, and gives you an idea of how to use Luduan and some of his strengths and weaknesses. So until next time, guys, take care and have a great day.